So guys, hello, it's your boy Dave Partner, and something happened today based on the tithes issue that has been going on, and the battle is even heating up more and more. And you and I will be here to watch what will happen, how all this will end up, because Daddy Freeze is leading the battle against pastors in Nigeria that are collecting tithes. And some pastors, a few pastors are supporting Daddy Freeze, saying that tithes is not a Christian doctrine. But then 99% of the other pastors are fighting against Freeze. They are giving sermons against him, speeches, everything against Freeze, and the message of anti-tithe that Freeze is preaching. And they are saying that this is a devil's attack, that Freeze is championing the devil's attack against the church. But then some Nigerians are starting to see sense in what Freeze is saying. More and more Nigerians are supporting Freeze by the day. So the latest thing that happened was there's a tussle between Papa Adeboye, the one of the eldest richest pastors in Nigeria, and Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze is the on-air presenter, and Adeboye is the general overseer of one of the biggest churches in Nigeria, if not the biggest. That is Redeemed Christian Church of Nigeria. Now, what Daddy Freeze did was, first of all, Daddy Freeze preached a message against tithe. Then the bishop himself, which is the one you're seeing his picture right now, he came inside in one of his sermons. He said, he insinuated that Daddy Freeze is a drunkard, because Daddy Freeze said that one of the things you can buy with your tithes, according to the Bible, is beer. That you should buy beer and other food and go and eat it in the place the Lord has designated for you. Okay, so the pastor said that, well, if somebody says you can drink beer in the church, that means we already know who the kind of person the person is. To me, my own personal interpretation is that it means that Freeze is a drunkard or someone that is not ungodly. He went ahead to say that if anybody tells even a madman to come and drink beer in the church, the madman will say no, because the church is holy. That is how he put it. So so Freeze fired back, and 2 days ago he decided to even launch another attack. In this latest attack, he updated his Instagram. As you can see, this is Daddy Freeze Instagram account. He updated it, and with a video of Pastor Adeboye asking his members that I think the way, I don't know how he put it, but he asked the members to donate 1 billion naira, 10 people that will donate 1 billion naira each, and the people should see his secretary. So Daddy Freeze posted the video. He now talked about people that will donate, people that want to donate 100 million naira each, that they should also see his secretary. So when he posted the video, Daddy Freeze gave a lengthy response, quoting the Bible and everything. And guess who replied? Jude Okoye, the senior brother to Nigeria's P Square. P Square is about the two biggest musicians in Africa. They are among the biggest musicians in Africa. P Square is the twin. Then Jude is their senior brother and their manager in quote. So Jude showed up in the comments and commented, just like that. Where is OBO? OBO is Davido's record label name. So David, I think his nickname though. So the OBO is Davido, because Davido sang a song some months ago where he was singing 30 billion for your account. So when Adeboye, Bishop Adeboye said that his members should donate 1 billion naira each, 10 of his members, there are 10 random members in his church that will donate 1 billion naira each. So that was why P Square said, where is Davido? Because Davido sang the song. So Davido showed up. Look at him in the comments. He said 30 billion naira gang. That is 30 BG. You understand? So let us see, before we see how the lengthy reply that Freeze gave, let us actually watch the video, and you judge by your own self.
Who by the grace of God can give 1 billion naira. Who by the grace of God can give 1 billion naira. And in the glory of the Lord Allah, so you can 1 billion of such people should please see my secretary in the office tonight. announcement. Bí gbogbo orú àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ rí akọ̀wé mi nínú ọ́fíìsì wa lálẹ́ yìí fún ìdílé ilé sí pàtàkì kan. And then there will be some of you who can say, Daddy, I wish I can give $1 billion, but all I can afford is $100 million. Àwọn kan wà tí ó ní pé bóyá àwọn ọ̀gbà fẹ́ ṣe bílíọ̀nù kan yìí, ṣùgbọ́n ohun tí wọ́n lè rí nípa wọn ká òun náà ni ọgọ́rùn-ún bílíọ̀nù. Such people should also see my secretary after the program tonight. Irú àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ náà tí wọ́n náírà. By the grace of God can give 1 billion naira. Who by the grace of God can.
So you guys get it. So he was asking for donation of 1 billion naira from his members, and then more people that can donate 100 million naira. So Daddy Freeze now wrote a quick share. Daddy Freeze was the one that uploaded this video. He said, "Billion Naira Gang. Is the special announcement only for the billionaires? Did Jesus segregate the believers according to their spending power?" Then he continued, "If I may ask, where did all the billions and 100 millions go to? Because I think this video is old. I think it's like a 2 to 4 years old video." He said, so Freeze continued, "Did it go into building free hospitals and free schools or factories where workers can work, or was it just allowed by church expenses? Was it just swallowed by church expenses in quotes, or was it geared towards building more churches? Something we already have much more than enough." So Freeze is saying we already have enough churches. Why are they building new churches? This thing baffles me. Do you know, imagine that a country like Nigeria has more factories than churches. That is when this country will go forward. If we have more church factories than religious buildings. What happens in Nigeria is that every street corner has 2 or 3 religious buildings, and more people are building more churches because it's a lucrative business. The real pastors are there, but the fake pastors, it's a very lucrative business for the fake pastors, and there's no way to know fake pastors by their wealth power or spending power. You know, if a pastor is fake, he can be poor or he can be rich, depending on how much he can swindle people. So Fritz is asking, did you put this into building factories that can help people? So I've not seen churches building factories. I've seen churches build schools, and because there is a school, of course, there should be a hospital, and then because there's a hospital inside the school, there should be canteens and all the necessary stuff, hostels. But the school fees are damn super expensive. What if a pastor starts a factory that manufactures cars, or sells motorcycles, or cement industry? All these things, none of these things are being built by pastors in Nigeria. Maybe they are building in other countries, I don't know, secretly, I don't know. But then they are actually doing all those, or they are not doing any of those things in Nigeria. So Praise is asking, is it going into building such factories, or was the money, that money that was collected, 1 billion naira from 10 people, plus hundreds of millions of naira from lots of people? How much, where was it? Nobody gives account. So that's what Chris is asking. Was it swallowed by church expenses in quotes? We should start asking questions. This money that go into the pockets of some of these pastors, they should give accounts. At the end of every quarter, they should publish account from the first day till the end, or every month, they should publish account. This is how much we earned in this month. This is how much that was donated by tithe, offering, this, that. Now, this is what we are doing with it. These are the buildings we are building. Okay, we bought a Rolls Royce for pastor with X amount of money. See, I don't have a problem with that. If you can just tell us, give us account, let us know when you are cheating us. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So Chris continues, when Moses realized that there was more than enough offering to finish the temple, he instructed the Israelites to stop bringing their offering. Are we ever going to finish temple building, or is this a perpetual process in Nigeria? That's what I'm saying. You can never go to a church service in Nigeria any Sunday or midweek and they will say, don't worry, we're not collecting any tithes this week again because somebody donated 1 million naira. So the whole of this month, we have more than enough money to run church expenses. So we're not collecting tithes till next month or next 5 months. Even if somebody gives 10 billion naira in church, next Sunday, there will still be offering. In fact, that Sunday that somebody gave that money, they will still collect offering, they will still collect tithes. So that is the problem. And Fritz is raising this issue. I said it some time ago, but Fritz is now raising it. He said, I hope this billionaire offering was shared equally among all the believers and was practiced by disciples in Acts 4. So Fritz now quoted the Bible, Acts 4:32. All the believers were one in heart and mind. No one claimed that any of their possessions was their own, but they shared everything they had. With great power, the apostles continued to testify to the resurrection of the Lord Jesus. And God's grace was so powerful at work in them all that there was no needy persons among them. You see? For from time to time, those who owned land and houses sold them, brought the money from the sales, and put it at the apostles' feet, and it was distributed to anyone who had need. Do you understand the concept of giving in the early Christian church? So people come and bring what they have. The church distributes it to every other person. So nobody in church can come and say, I was fired and I'm hungry. I was fired from my job 6 months ago. I no longer have money to feed my parents and everything. You understand? So those who had brought, and then they shared it among those who don't have. But what we're seeing in Christianity today is like those who have will bring, those who don't have will be mandated to bring too, or they will be cost. They will be told to bring 10% of their income tithe. If you go to a pastor and say, I don't have money or I'm lacking and things are not moving, the pastor will ask you, how many times did you sow the seed for 3 years straight? Or how many times did you pay your tithes for 3 years straight? So you're complaining to this pastor that you don't have money, and the only thing he's telling you as a solution is that you should bring more money. I know people that borrow to pay tithes. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. People borrow to pay tithes or sow seed. So some of these pastors are not really helping issues. So Fritz is challenging Pastor Adeboye. He said in Exodus New International Version, and the people continue to bring free will offerings morning after morning. So all the skilled workers who were doing all the work on the sanctuary left what they were doing and said to Moses, the people are bringing more than enough for doing the work the Lord commanded to be done. Then Moses gave an order, and they sent this word throughout the camp. No man or woman is to make anything else as offering for the sanctuary. And so the people were restrained from bringing more because what they already had was more than enough to do all the work. You see? So somebody shows up and gives pastor one private jet. Another person shows up, gives pastor 10 billion naira. Another person shows up, buys pastor this and that. Pastor keeps collecting. Do you know that at the end of, there's this thing called crossover service in some churches. In fact, almost all churches do it in Nigeria. And that is December 31st to January 1st. So what do they do in this crossover service? They pray so that you start the new year in church. So you stay overnight, and then there will be some blessings and prayer and everything. Some churches, I once saw a pastor that he said that God told him that 400 people from the right side of the church, he was standing on the podium, he said 400 people from the right side of the church would donate 1 million naira to him each. And that time 1 million naira was like 5 million naira now. That's about let's say $4,000 to $8,000 or so. Like $10,000 or whatever. Okay, $10,000 is 3.6 million naira. So I think it's about $12,000 or so. So he now said that 400 people from the right side of his church, that God told him that they would donate 1 million. And he now said those 400 people should come out. Do you know that before he could finish it, people were running out from right side of the church, left, center, everywhere. The whole stage was crowded. People that wanted to give 1 million naira. Guess what they do with the money at the end? Nothing. Nobody knows. See, today nobody gives account. So let's say 2,000 people give you 1 million naira each. Do you know how much it is? Uncountable. At the end of the day, what do you have? Nothing. Nobody gives account. There was a church that did a crossover service in a stadium. In that stadium, they were collecting 1,000 naira gate fee for crossover service. Imagine a stadium, 25,000 seater, okay, 50,000 capacity stadium. I think that was what we calculated then. I can't remember. I think it's like 50,000 or whatever. But whatever it is, multiply that number. Let's divide it by 2, 25,000 capacity stadium. We divide it by 2, 1,000, multiply it by 1,000, 25,000 people times 1,000 naira each. Now this devil's money is too much. The money is too much. If you earn that money once, man, your great grandchildren will never look for work. You understand? So, but all this money goes in, and there is no accounting. The church members that contributed the money don't even know where the money is going to. And if they are asked, if they dare ask, they will be threatened. The pastor will tell you that you go to hell. That what what the church uses the money to do is not your concern. That if the pastor is cheating you, it's between the pastor and God. Once you give the pastor, that you are good to go, that you forget about what he's doing with it. That is fraud to me, because it doesn't mean that if you are going on the road anyway and a random fraudster, all these Yahoo boys or 419 guys meet you on the road and pretends to be a pastor and collect money from you, that God will bless you because the man collected money from you. No. Why will God bless you when you are defrauded? People defraud people every day. Okay, look at the politicians that defraud Nigerians. They use pen and embezzle billions. Does God bless Nigeria because some people are defrauding us? So if a man comes to defraud you, you will not be blessed because you are defrauding. In fact, you'll be cursed, because the Bible said, test all spirits. You are supposed to test all spirits. So when you give out your money, for me, if I give my money on anything, I follow it up. You know, sometimes all those beggars on the street, there are some of them I don't give money, because if I pass the first day and see you sitting down, and I give you money, I pass the second day, I still see you sitting down, third day, fourth day, fifth day, 1 year, 2 years. There are some universities that I know people staying in front of those universities. Since I enter year 1, people have been begging there till final year. I know that one is not begging again. It's now what? They have opened office on people's head, and they're using that money. Some of these beggars, if you go to their house in village, they are building mansions. Because you that is working, you are earning 40,000 naira, 100,000, 150 per month. These beggars will stand up a day and make 15,000, 20,000 naira just by sitting by the corner like that, collecting money. So when you look at all these things, I don't believe in giving out money, even in donation. When I donate money to somebody, I want to follow it up. That's why all these white people are achieving more than us. When Bill Gates donate money to solve polio, you know that it's Bill Gates that came all the way from America to wipe out polio in Nigeria. He brought his Bill Gates Foundation, brought money, brought workers, paid Nigerian local workers, and started tracing the money one after the other. If you say that you need 1 million naira to immunize the whole of Kaduna State, they will give you 1 million, but they will have to be tracing them one after the other. One after every day, you have to be giving accounts. How many people did you immunize? How much is remaining? How many workers went? You keep a record. At the end of the day, Nigeria did not record any case of polio. I think for the past 3 years, Nigeria has not had any new case of polio. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So you trace the money. So how can Nigeria move forward if our people give money to some of these people and they don't trace the money? So why would anybody collect money from you and ask you not to trace it? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So what do you guys think? I want to know what you guys think. Is Freeze right to still launch another attack on Pastor Adeboye after launching the previous one on his Twitter? Because he posted another video where Pastor Adeboye was talking about tithes again on his Twitter like some days ago. Then he launched another one. Is he overdoing it, or is he really fighting the championing the fight against Nigerians losing money to pastors and therefore becoming poorer and therefore making us live in a poor nation? Because scientists have carried out a research showing that Nigeria, any country that is that has a lot of religious people is usually poor. So they arrange all the countries in the world according to their religion, how religious people are in that country. After arranging them, they saw that the best countries has little religion. The worst countries in the world are, you get in Africa and all this Pakistan, all those countries that are fighting war, they have high religion. So if you come to Nigeria, you see countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, very high religion. Kenya, very high religion. But when you go to countries like, if you go to the Middle East, you see countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan, very high religion. And these countries are poor. But when you go to the countries like the Western countries, you start seeing countries that are really less religious, but more successful. So what do you guys think about this whole thing that is going on in Nigeria, and where do you think it will end? Because it's building to something. Freeze is leading the sheeple. The other day his mother killed some snakes. 4 snakes attacked his mother in the bathtub. She killed it. So where do you think these things are going? I want to hear your opinion in the comments. If this is the first time you are ever watching any of my videos and you got to this point, chop knuckles, respect. So I want you to click the red subscribe button if this is the first time you're ever watching my videos. That means you've not subscribed before. There's a red subscribe button below this video. Click on it once. And then there's a like button below this video again. That like button looks like a thumbs up. It's directly below this video, even before the red subscribe button. Click on it once again. That means anytime I make a video, what will happen is that you will get the alert. Once I make a video, you get the alert if you do these 2 things. So thank you very much. I want to hear your own opinion in the comments. If you're attending this church and you feel that there is another explanation to what I gave, maybe I must have got something wrong because I've attended the church once or twice, but now I'm not a member. So if you're a member and there's a better explanation, because this actually is a short video, it's possible that the full explanation to what happened that day was not captured by this video. You know the way media does, they can capture a tiny portion and make you look like a bad person. So if you're a member of the church and you want to, and you have a better explanation, or you were there that day and you witnessed it, please give the explanation in the comment box. I want to hear your opinion, and if you're addressing me, I read all the comments. If you're addressing me, I'll come there and reply. So thank you very much. See you guys.